Welcome to My Daily Thread. It's a great little place to get a snippet of wisdom from the yoga and the meditation masters to start or to end your day. I'm Jeff Lichty. All right, my friends, welcome back to the week. My Daily Thread, looking for some wisdom from Patanjali. And if you're like me, this section of the sutras is tricky. It's a little bit hard to wrap my head around. It's all about samadhi. It's the final bit of the Samādhi Pāda. We are almost done the first chapter in the sutras, and I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that because the second chapter brings us to a whole bunch of goodness, and that's the Sādhana Pāda, or the chapter on practice. Now, we've been talking about samadhi. It started in 143. We're talking about different kinds of samadhi. And remember that samadhi, according to Patanjali, is the deepest state of meditation. It's this meditative absorption. It's much different than meditation techniques we might use in modern yoga. It is a deeper state of concentration where the concentrator, the method of concentration, and that which is being concentrated on all get merged together in a certain way. So that brings us to the 4 types of samadhi. Let's just review them a little bit here. We talked about them, but now I want to just give the Jeff's Cole's notes on this. Now, if you're a Sanskrit scholar, or if you're a religious studies professor, if you're a philosophy professor, or even just way smarter than me, if I'm way off base here, drop me a note, let me know. Happy to learn more about it. But here's Jeff's Cole's notes on the samadhi deal. There's 4 types. There's Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savicāra, and Nirvicāra. That's the 4, and they're considered with seed, and we'll get to that in a minute. But Savitarka, the S-A, the Sa means with, and Vitarka means with deliberation, with thought, with reasoning, like that. So let's go through these 4. Let's just use an example of a flame. We're going to look at the flame. And we'll just go through these 4 types of samadhi. Remember, Jeff's Cole's notes. So if all of y'all are scholars and stuff, these are Jeff's Cole's notes. Jeff's Cole's notes alone. So Savitarka, that first level, let's look at it. It's the one where you still know the name, you recognize the name, and you're reasoning through that. So we name it, we see it, it's flame. It means a certain thing to us. We hear the sound, there's a word associated with it. And then we have some knowledge around that. Ooh, flame, hot, burns me, blah, 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 like that. That's Savitarka. Nirvitarka is that next subtle level where we look at the flame, we see the flame, we feel completely absorbed in that presence of the flame. There's a deep, connective, meditative, trance-like quality, and we're not thinking about the attributes. No reasoning around it. Nirvitarka. But remember, this is Sankhya philosophy, so we're trying to understand more and more about Prakriti. That's the primal cause. That's the nature of reality. And so we move to the more subtle level. That's Savicāra. Meditating on the subtle objects, the subtle feelings. There's something beyond the physical there. So we see the flame. We get absorbed in that flame, and we understand that flame is hot and all of the things that we got before. However, now we know there's some energy that exists underneath that flame that's even more, and we can absorb with that energy. Savicāra. Then there's Nirvicāra, that last one with seed, and it is that meditation on the flame, the subtle objects of it. We go deeper and deeper through the flame, through the heat, through all of the knowledge, through the reasoning, through that deepest part. We get down to the energy. We get to that energy. We sink it. We feel it inside, and it becomes overwhelming, and there's nothing but peace, just a stable state of peace. Nirvicāra. The thing is, all of these are what we call Sabija Samadhi. That means with the seed, and the seed in this case is the focus of the object of the concentration, and that would be the flame. Ooh, that's Samadhi with seed. That's the one. There's always an object. Always trying to keep it real, my friends. Trying to keep it real. More tomorrow. Om. Peace out. And now that post-show note. It is cold. It is the time before Christmas. You can do your last-minute Christmas shopping. You can buy your buddy, your bestie, or yourself a trip to São Pancho to learn some yoga. see some sunsets, and dance with Zig. Peace out.